Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. We have another great AFL round coming up. Currently in round 10, slowly approaching halfway of the season. But listen, it's been a very good season so far. Obviously, Brisbane drew with North Melbourne last week. Weird. Weird. North Melbourne had chances to win the game, really. We just didn't play well. It's been not as dominant as last season. Obviously, North Melbourne we know are not the greatest of teams, but they played hard, compete hard, and they can continue these performances like they play against Brisbane, against other teams. More wins will be coming. But as you guys already know, hope you guys are doing good and amazing. Let's go over round 9. Let's preview round 10. And also, let's go over the ladder as well. Give you guys my predictions and my preview for each round. So, obviously, Collingwood beat Freo last week. Collingwood by 14. St. Kilda losing to Carlton by 15. Melbourne continue. Melbourne coming down to earth, losing to Hawthorn by 35. Max gone again. Seemed like he's gonna be on track for another All Australian, but needs some help. Bombers beat Sydney Swans. Sydney Swans again just disappointing. Gold Coast being Western Bulldogs. Gold Coast with a very good win. The Battle of Adelaide. And I say Adelaide are pretty good. Fogarty, Rankin, Walker. What is this? Tilthorpe. Absolutely just ecstatic. The Battle of Mid. West Coast against Richmond. Richmond being West Coast. Good win for Richmond. GWS being Geelong. Good win by GWS. I think Jesse Logan had like 6-7 goals, if I'm correct, if I saw it correctly. I was looking at it all last night. Obviously, Brisbane drew with North Melbourne. So now let's go over the ladder entering round 10. Okay, so as we head into the ladder for round 10, obviously Brisbane are back in first place. Their percentage is that's weird. I guess because we have one loss and Collingwood have 2 losses. We have 30 points compared to 28. So Brisbane are back in first. Collingwood, Hawthorn, Gold Coast in 4th. Adelaide, Western Bulldogs, Geelong, and GWS. A very good top 8. Around 8, I think we'll produce some very good matchups if the final started today. I'm all for that. Bombers, Carlton, Freo, St. Kilda, Port, Sydney, Melbourne, which are still in 12th. Richmond, who like I said, they suffered their first loss in 3 wins. Richmond, they got North Melbourne next. And they got they just played West Coast last week. They ain't got North Melbourne. It should be maybe 2 wins. North Melbourne, and then West Coast still don't have a win this season. They got to play St. Kilda. Poor West Coast. I know they're trying. It's hard. They don't have the grace of talent. I know, I see it, but damn, bro, you gotta get a win this year. I'm begging. At this rate, we may have to just go live for the rest of West Coast games to see if they can get a win. I mean, we may start this weekend. It's incredible. It's incredible. But that's the round 10. You guys let me know you guys thoughts about the round 10 ladder. Who you guys are impressed with, who you guys are not impressed with. The Bombers are 5-3. Wins of the last 4 out of 5. And I don't think they score a lot of goals, if I'm correct. I was looking at, like I said, I saw all this last night. Just going over a few things before today. Impressive for the Bombers, man. Obviously, Port Adelaide out, Sydney, Melbourne. I think these 3 right here is the most disappointing. Melbourne, Sydney, and Port Adelaide, especially Sydney. The season they had last year to not be in it. But this is a team I'm worried about. I'm worried about Adelaide. I'd rather not have to play Adelaide. I don't think anybody want to play Adelaide. I think they have a lot of good offensive talent, like I mentioned earlier. They got to play Collingwood this week. It's going to be a hell of a matchup for them, a good test for them to see how they are. So let's see what goes down. But let's hop into the preview for round 10. Okay, so Thursday, tomorrow, 5:30 a.m., we have Gold Coast against Hawthorn. 2 very good teams. I got Hawthorn beating Gold Coast. Looks like Gold Coast scoring team. Obviously, Tom King, the leading goal scorer for Gold Coast. I did see today Jack Gunston's tied for 3rd in goals scored. Okay, did not know that. You learn something new every day. Shout out to Tom King for that, man. It's gonna be a very, very good matchup at the TO Stadium, but I got Hawthorn being Gold Coast. Sydney against Carlton, and it's starting to get to a point which Sydney, a lot of these games for Sydney are starting to become must-win games. I'm not sure, and I think I've said this before, plenty of times throughout the season. What the hell is going on with the Sydney Swans this season? Currently in 14th, going up against Carlton. I think more misery gets added onto Sydney. I got Carlton being Sydney. Collingwood against Adelaide. I'm going with the upset. Upset. I got Adelaide being Collingwood. It is at the MCG. It's going to be a tough ass game. But I got Adelaide being Collingwood. I think that it's going to be a good game, though. It's going to be a very, very good game. Port Adelaide against Geelong. Geelong still trying to, stay in it. Playing against Port Adelaide. I got Geelong being Port Adelaide. GWS against Freo. I would say, the indigenous name or the secondary name. I don't want to embarrass myself. So I'll just gonna call him Freo. I got GWS being Freo. Jesse Logan is just on a tear. Western Bulldogs against the Bombers. I got Western Bulldogs responding back from last week. Like I said, ever since Boston Pelly came back, they've been playing very, very well. Obviously, last week wasn't the case, but I got them beating the Bombers. Richmond, North Melbourne. Oh, yeah. Back-to-back weeks for the Battle of Mid. Obviously, Richmond beat West Coast. North Melbourne drew against Brisbane. I got North Melbourne beating Richmond. Like I said, if North Melbourne can play like that, the way that they play against Brisbane, and like a lot of people's eyes shield for the game, I got North Melbourne beating Richmond. Brisbane against Melbourne. I got Brisbane responding back, actually getting a pretty good win against Melbourne. We are dealing with some injuries. Jared Barrett may not play. He has a concussion. We're already missing McCarthy. So guys got to step up. We know that, especially in the key forward lines. We need the goals. Lastly, West Coast, St. Kilda. But at some point, man, they gotta. I'm begging. Please. West Coast, please. Get one by St. Kilda. Damn. Shout out St. Kilda. I was expecting to beat West Coast. And that is the preview for the upcoming round. You guys let me know your guys' thoughts about each matchup, how you guys are feeling. I think is this the Sir Doug Nicholas round, or am I bugging? I think I'm bugging, or am I right? Cause I was trying to find it last night. I couldn't really find like a main like answer, but I do know like when teams kind of like switch names, it's in regards to like a specific round and also. Should be a fun week. It should be a very, very fun round coming up. You guys let me know your guys' thoughts and comments down below. See you guys soon. Peace.